So tell me, Archer, I need to know one thing. Yes, Flatchoo. What do you gorgonites really do other than being cowards to each other? Well, there is one thing we do know, and it's kind of fun once you get to learn from it. Learn? What kind of morality do you possess? You see, we Gorgonites have education purposes. Like before this gruesome, greedy, arrogant CEO known as Gilmars made us the enemies to the commandos, we only wanted to educate children, showing us the ways of the Gorgonites that we possessed. Like what? Teaching them how to learn for educations. You don't look that educations to me. No wonder why this arrogant Gilmars made you enemies because you're too ugly. Hey, have you ever heard of clue finders? Uh, no, not likely. Well, I did some research and played a few times. It's kind of fun. They got these kids and that weird looking robot. All I remember was that one had some kind of medieval time traveling and the other was some toy story incident where they shrunk down. And that's where we come in. Never thought we could be that simple. Archer. Yes, Troclicon. I just came to inform you that Punch It is on his way, but it's gonna take like at least 3 days until he arrives. Good. And leave that note by the meantime. But what about the last commando? He's not there yet. Chip Hazard and his two other commandos are still after Kip, wherever he might come. And keep a note for it. Troclicon, I'm curious. What kind of educations do you possess? Navigation, of course. That's what I'm good at. Like, for example, let's start with sessions. Let's just say if we're in school, we should be teaching children about geography. Geography, yes. Like we can start geographying either in in Yosemite National Park. That's where we live, since Gorgon does not, well, exist, unfortunately. Is this true, Archer? I'm afraid we have been deluded for a while, but we overcome this. After that, we accept the truth, but we're still together. Well, I keep dreaming about Gorgon, but at least I rather like the real life living more than the fantasy one. Am I deluded too? Why? Because you're known as the last Belch Brigade of your kind? Yes, I'm so lonely. Yeah, I'm feeling so lonely. I'm gonna. Ow! Don't mock him. Sorry. As I was saying, yes, Troclicon is a navigator. What else? Well, if you want to navigate national or tropical ones, my suggestion is Jamaica, Africa, India, and maybe somewhere in Beijing and Shanghai and Cancun and let's see what's wrong. I'm trying to think here. I haven't been like myself since the commandos ripped my cranium apart, and I know parts of it, but it's just I can't pronounce it. Ooh, I know. How about Puerto Vallarta? This is my kind of vacation spot I rather take. Ooh, more jungles and more beaches for me. Try not to offend any civilians. Sorry. What about you, Archer? What's your education? You can ask me later. Try asking them. Well, for me, I'd rather tell them not to judge appearances. Like, we need to learn to be nice and be friendly and helpful. But all I can ask you is sharing is caring. Sharing, caring. Oh, yes, it's quite simple. We learn to do basic manners. Like, let's just say we need to help an old lady across the street and not to call names. Like those commandos call me many names like ugly face, big feet. But your feet are big. I know. And not to judge disabilities or decapitations. Because you have no hand, neither does the pirate. Or other words, let's try to be friendly. As an honorary member of the Belch Brigade that you claim, why can we all be friendly? Like, my favorite friendly friend is the ghost, Casper. I love that child. And he's no ghost to me. I see. What about you, Insaniac? What's your education purposes? Let's just say all the TV shows I can watch. Like, what do you do? I tell jokes like why did the chicken cross the road to cross to the farmhouse on the other side? Anything else? Well, let's see. Let's see. What's 2 plus 2? 4. After for you. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I gotta work on my educations. Otherwise, all I'm good is comedy. That's more like pleasure. I know. But you want to hear something else? What's 6 times 6? Um, I don't know. 12. That's not how math works. Well, I'm working on it. What about you, Archer? Well, for me, I'd rather propose some ancient histories, like who built the pyramids of Egypt and who undo the civil rights before Martin Luther King's assassin, which is one thing I am unable to prevent. What else? And who built these theme parks? Who made Abraham president? Or what makes George Washington the president of the United States? And who traveled to the first world of America? Or I don't know, Christopher Columbus. There's a lot in this whole world we need to teach that's quite educational. But also we can teach songs too, like "It's a Wonderful Sunshine." Whoa, I'm talking about you. Da 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 da. Easy, Siniac. And what about Punch It? He probably finds things and seeks for things. But other words, maybe some children should learn how to seek for lost items, because that's what gorgonites are good to attend for. We are the only thing we are experience is hiding things. Well, I don't hide. I seek. And when I seek, I fight. Is fighting all you know? It's the Bilge Brigade, Wade. But I do have one instrument education. What's that? I lift my arm up, put my hand right there, and then you use your armpit for a trumpet. It means sound the alarm or charge. That's disgusting. I wonder why you're the chief of the Belch Brigade. Exactly. And what about the commandos? What's the education purposes? The only thing the commandos ever achieved is looking out for each other rather than trying to hunt us down whenever they're down. So Chip Hawes is just like you. You both look after the Gorgonites more he cares more value to the commandos. Well, unlike Chip, my programming prevents me from injuring civilians. Yeah, like one dumpling we know, except he's not much of a favorite, is he? Not sincerely yet. I can relate to that. Okay, I guess I could. But wait, how come you never achieved any educations? I'm afraid we're never going to be educatable. But at least the clue finders would make a fair example for what we could have become. Not to mention cyber chase, except it's more like mathematics. But I appreciate that. Substandard. I see. So that means we're never going to be part of PBS Kids shows. That's kind of untendering. But look on the bright side. At least we're still fun loving and still playful looking. Well, very well. So, what else can you Belch Brigades do? Well, we hunger for food. I'm hungry. Do you have any peaches or papayas I can digest? No, we don't carry food. And I'm afraid I don't think you'll be able to hunger it either. You mean I can't eat? Well, if you try, let's hope that this liquid to those fruits don't unstabilize your circuitries. You can fry for it. Oh, I see. But I have one other question. What happened to your body parts? Why does it look incorrected? Because someone was in charge of surgery. Hey, I said I was sorry. I fixed you myself more carefully, but unfortunately, Erwin didn't give me a hand. Only a boulder. I think you look alright to me. Most of my warriors have disables and lots of scars that we're looking forward. I have numerous of scars during my battles. I see. So, Archer, can I be your best friend? You're asking me this? Yes, I suppose so. Well, thank you. Now, who wants to be a honorary member of the Belch Brigade? I need a new team for it. What about you? I thought I already was. Well, you will be. And you Insaniac, well, your breath does foul, but we're going to make some ground rules. Oh yeah, what's that? First rule is you will not say burp or fart for an answer, and don't even say but either, because in my tribe we only say belch, flatulations, and rear ends is how we communicate to our languages. You want them to speak like a gentleman. At least that's one thing I'm good at. I recruit you, but unfortunately, you don't look Belch Brigade material like, and neither do you, Archer. No, I'm not. But I have one question. Why Slanthus? Is because he's fat? I'm not that fat, or even that obese. Well, a little bit, but I still like your feet, and I wish I had my sandals too. Oh, you shouldn't have. And you look like you're somewhere near to cannibalisms. Well, I don't eat meat, but I do like junk food, as a matter of fact. Junk food. That's something. But do you like a Swedish salad by any chance? We don't eat salad. It is very unsustained for our nature, but it's very healthy if you want to take a bite of some leaves. Well, I never had salad before. I had, and it's delicious, but unfortunately not like this. All right, fine, but I forbid to have any broccoli. They're disgusting. They're like fat branches. But I have one question. Why don't you like the word what rhymes with parts? Because it's forbidden and disgusting, and unorthodox and very uninhabited. Or other words, you don't like us talking like dudes to you. Well, tell that to Alan. He probably might tolerate me for it. I see. I wish to know about this warrior or god named Alan. Who is he really? He's my friend. I have once encountered, and the only one who can defeat the commandos by our side. Oh, really? Is he a mighty god of lightning and fire and oceans? He's a human fighting other humans. Those commandos are not true human that I examine, but rather artificial killing machines like us, except we are not programmed to kill. It is uneducated. I see, mate. Well, at least we have a lot to learn about violence. And violence isn't always the answer to you. No, and it will never will be the answer, but rather consequences for a price to be paid. I see. Well, that's all for that, folks.